Welcome, my fellow veterinary colleagues and those working in the animal care world. I am Dr. Erin Holder, creator of the Veterinary Compassion Fatigue Project. While the veterinary field is rewarding, it is profoundly exhausting and over time takes its toll on our mental, emotional, and physical health. These blogs are my experiences of owning a large integrative hospital for 18 years and learning from my many mistakes. Understanding where I went wrong and how I crashed and burned has been a journey to healing myself and hopefully others. Here is my latest blog. The time is now. It has been 4 weeks since my last blog, as my partner and I have hyper-focused on finishing up the minutia needed to launch our live restorative retreat in Petaluma, California. And it has been launched. It is an incredible moment to see work that began as an idea 2 decades ago turn into a reality. When an idea is ready to be born, the work just flows in the right direction. I don't mean that there is no effort needed, but it flows so nicely that it almost seems effortless. Things come together and fall into place as they should. It is an indication that the project should exist. I offer this as an example. When my partner and I were placing the last touches on our announcement, we felt that we needed something a little extra. We needed one more collaborator that brought a little splash to the project. After all, I am still very much unknown in the world of compassion fatigue work in the veterinary community. So in the moment of our weekly Zoom call check-ins, she and her husband suggested we reach out to the award-winning filmmakers of Love Heals and soon-to-be-produced Rescued Hearts. I felt like it was a long shot, but worth a try. Little did I know that around the same time, one of the filmmakers was told that the work of Rescued Hearts, a documentary on the healing power of horses, may help the veterinary community. She was perplexed by this, as she, along with many others, have no idea how we suffer in our community. Most think we're just enjoying the company of animals all day. So when she heard this, she brushed it aside. That is, until my partner reached out to her just a few days later. She was surprised by the turn of events, and it took no effort at all to convince them to be a part of our passion project. They are heroic women documenting healing paths and sharing with the masses. We are so fortunate to be collaborating with them at TVCFP's 2025 Restorative Retreat. These seemingly coincidental connections are no coincidence at all. When you are on the right path, obstacles melt away. This is so significant in our daily lives. Ever had a task that you needed to complete or you thought you needed to complete, and at each turn there was obstacle after obstacle? It became so frustrating that you wondered why you were even doing it. Well, maybe it was the right idea but the wrong time, or maybe it was the wrong thing altogether. So many of my ideas have failed, with me later recognizing how important it was that the failure occurred. If I would have succeeded, the next better thing might not have come along. So if we have a clear vision of our purpose and the obstacles melt away, then the path is pure and it is the right time and the right place for our project. You can check in with yourself right now about something that you might be working on. Are the obstacles persistent, or are they clearing with minimal effort? This is difficult for most veterinarians, I know, because we are conditioned in just the opposite way. We are told how hard it is to get into vet school, that we will likely be rejected, and then once we get in, we fight to stay there and belong. We are actively pushing past and knocking over obstacles. We become conditioned that nothing good is ever easy, that what we want must be painful to get, and that we must work ourselves to the bone to get it. We even go so far as to comfort ourselves with the knowledge that we must suffer to achieve. But what if it doesn't have to be that way? Sure, there are times when we must suffer to get what we want, but what if for the majority of the time we push past the nonsense of needing to suffer to attain what we think we want? In the heat of the moment, we stop pushing and fighting. We just stop. We sit still and listen. Over time, if you train yourself to do this, there is a great reward. The reward is that projects you dreamed about years ago manifest completely and wholly. The reward is that life stops being so difficult and peace starts to settle in. TVCFP's Restorative Retreat is officially launched. Tickets are on sale. What started as an idea has a name, a website, a venue, an agenda, and powerful contributors. The time is right. The veterinary community is starting to realize that we are in real trouble. We are headed towards a massive vet shortage in an already overworked profession. Veterinarians are strong enough now to ask for help and be vulnerable because the alternative is too painful to contemplate. The time is now to make changes within our profession, and we must join together to seek a better way of life. When I reach out to you and you answer me that you are not fatigued, I am so thankful. But that is thinking only of yourself. This is about moving from the ego and into the heart and thinking about our magnificent profession as a whole. We are worn out, overworked, and struggling. These are our colleagues, our friends, and they need our help. So if you answer that you are not fatigued, maybe the very next question you ask is, so how can I help? This retreat is a manifestation of many people asking, how can I help? And coming together to make a difference. It is pure in love, compassion, and intention. It is not the place to give your resume or tell us how many hospitals you own, but to open your ears and your heart and listen to your colleagues. It is a space to learn coping tools and healing strategies because we can only white-knuckle this profession for so long. This is a big week for me personally as we launch my passion project. I am overwhelmed with the feedback and the love I have received over this work. But this is just the beginning. We have our work cut out for us as we tackle the mountains beyond mountains that is compassion fatigue work. For the next few weeks, I will be relocating to California with my family and pets, so my blogs will be temporarily suspended. When I return, I will be living on a farm right by my horses. This is a dream come true for me. Here, I will begin this very important work again. In the short meantime, be well, my friends. Like what you hear? Follow me on the Veterinary Compassion Fatigue Project Spotify and Apple Podcast, my website, theveterinarycompassionfatigueproject.com, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at TVCFP. Let's keep talking about what we face in the veterinary and animal care world and ways that we can help each other. We are thrilled to announce the first annual Restorative Retreat, April 3rd through 6th, 2025 in Petaluma, California. You cannot afford to miss this. Leave your family at home and bring your coworkers. This is meant just for you. As always, I hope you find what you're looking for and share it with anyone who needs it. With love and hope, Dr. Erin Holder.